Washington loves a good suit.
I was a suit when I was younger, but then I got...
Okay. So just a little bit about what energizes you, what motivates you to get up and do this on a regular basis, and how, you know, people can learn from your story. I mean, it's about self-empowerment. A lot of it is self-esteem, right?
It's about making people happy. Because even when I'm tired sometimes and I come out and I see how everybody enjoys themselves and how happy they are, it changes the mood totally. Remember, it's all about energy. Positive energy brings more positive energy.
Okay. Is any of that what you're talking about? Is that spiritual? I mean, do you kind of look into your past, your parents, or your aristocracy of life? I mean, do you ever look at that and wonder where all this stuff, where this motivation comes from?
I never wonder where the motivation comes from. That's the way I am.
Right.
I love working, I love producing, I love creating, and I love making other people happy.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like, I don't have to force it. It's just the way I am.
But there's a lot of responsibility. I mean, when you're good, I mean, it's like care for what you wish for. More and more people want to be around you. They have requests. Oh, you're fantastic. We want to be like you. Please come to our event. Please come to our... And then the responsibility sits in. And you're a student. So that's another thing. I mean, how do you do it? I mean, first of all, when do you sleep? That's one of the things that I was curious about.
Whenever I can. As much as I can.
Indeed, indeed.
With one eye open?
With one eye open. No, I mean, I find time once in a while.
You do? Okay, now I asked you the other night, I was looking for a ring, and I actually see a ring, but it doesn't look like a wedding ring. I just want everyone to see that those are bare knuckles right there, folks. And so I said, pourquoi? Why isn't there no, you know, diamonds or anything like that? And you told me that you were single. And, oh, I know we're revealing some things here right now. But you told me you were single because you were very busy. And I said, well, you've become a destination, so people are going to come to you. And I'm sure you being in a social atmosphere like this, and, you know, some of the tycoons and guys who come in and very established, very successful, they look over and they don't see a ring and they think, oh, this is kind of lady I could see on my arm.
I don't know what they think, but I know nothing about it.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Very innocent. You know, there's no way that you could imagine that someone could be scheming to hook you up or anything like that, right?
No, because no one shows it.
No one shows it. Well, you have some very debonair clientele, right? They're very subtle about their desires.
Really, I wouldn't be able to tell.
You wouldn't?
No. But then again, you know, the restaurant is about other things, so it's sort of like...
Well, you said it's about making people happy.
It is about making people happy.
Speaking of this, there's our chef.
Stanley. Hey, Stanley.
Good to meet you. I'm Todd Wiggins.
Hey, Todd. What's going on?
All right. Well, we were hoping that you could just kind of give us a perspective from the culinary artiste point of view of what you have that's so special here. And if it goes along with this atmosphere, it must be very tasty.
Well, you know, it's definitely tasty, but the coolest part about this place and what we offer, it's very unique because no one down here is really doing this. What we're doing is we're getting fish from all over the world.
I'm going to ask you to do one thing. If you don't shake the table, we'll get a better reception right here. That's our, otherwise, you can gesture all you want.
We're getting fish from all over the world. I'm on the phone constantly with fishermen, with fish purveyors, with anybody who's got wild, cool, interesting seafood. And you know, I spend a lot of my time during the day foraging for this product. And I'm getting stuff that is basically from the water to the table. You know, I'm dealing directly with fishermen in Greece. You know, guys with boats on the Mediterranean that basically, before they go out, they want to know what I want, and they'll go get it and send it to me. You know, I have this place that farm raises a fish for me in Italy. It's called a Corvino. Amazing. I'm one of the few people that offer it. And, you know, I've been cooking fish all my life, but the fish we serve here, we offer here, is, you know, far above the best seafood I've ever worked with in my entire life. It's more expensive, of course, but the quality is hands down the best.
But you must hear about that. I mean, are you part of the testimonial department? Do you talk to the customers and they tell you what they like, right?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, and then you pass it back, and you say, sometimes you'll say, hey, you know, you just got a compliment from the front of the house, right?
And
more often than not.
more often than not. But I mean, people help you to decide what is going to work here, right? Every day you kind of make decisions as to.
Yeah, and one of the best parts about it is the simplicity of the product, the simplicity of the food, because basically you're showcasing your protein, you're showcasing the seafood. It doesn't get sauces. There's nothing to mask the flavor of the fish. The only thing that's there is stuff to basically complement it. You know, Greek extra virgin olive oil, fresh lemon juice, you know, wild Greek oregano. That's it. You can't hide anything. You know, the product has to be at its best, and not just the seafood. You know, the meats we use. That's quality steak. You know, yeah, we're a seafood restaurant, but you can have great steak here. You know,
or lamb chops.
Yeah, lamb chops. Our chicken, you know, I consider it our best kept secret. Is our chicken that we use here, it's an organic, farm-raised chicken from North Carolina. It's pristine farms, and it's the best tasting chicken I've ever had. And it's, you know, it's just, you know, roasted in the oven, on the bone, you know, crispy skin, but the flavor of this chicken, it's no other chicken I've ever had.
Okay, well, you know, rotisserie chicken is very popular in fast food restaurants. El Pollo Primo is a place.
Yeah.
Are you as good? Can you compare to those?
Oh, I know they're using inferior quality chicken. I know the chicken they're getting is a commodity chicken. You know, their chicken is you know, $1.20 a pound chicken. You know, it's okay chicken, but you can't compare it. You know, it's from, you know, a little stall this big with hundreds of chickens surrounding it.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know if we want to know what happens to the chickens when they're being prepared.
What they do, though, to make it really good, though, is they marinate it, they inject it, they do all kinds of things to mask the flavor of a true chicken, instead of just letting the taste of the chicken come out.
So, have you ever been to a chicken farm and watched?
I've been, growing up, one of my best friends owned a meat packing plant, and you know, one of his big things was chicken. You know, he used to have Frank Perdue go to his house. You know, this is a while ago, but still, you know. And you know, my uncle was a butcher, so he had his own meat packing place in South Philadelphia. So you know, I was always surrounded by this kind of stuff.
So you're not afraid to see the whole process. I mean, from the live chicken right up to the fried.
You have to. You have to. It's how you know. You know, it's like picking a tomato off the vine. You know, you want to see it. You want to see it grow, and you want to see when it's ready. And when it's ready, you know, it's harvested. Same thing with a chicken. Same with a, you know, a cow or a pig or a fish.
Are you ever tempted to come out here and talk to the clients?
Of course I do.
They ask for him.
Okay. Yeah, I would think so. Who's a master behind this,
He
right?
kind of has to.
Yeah.
No, they ask for it because they want to know who is responsible for the great food they had.
Okay. It seems obvious that, you know, you would want to meet.
I'm very passionate about what I do, and I love to share and I love to educate. And the more people know about this product and this restaurant, the more they're going to tell people. And the more they tell people, the more people are going to come.
Okay.
Especially when we have private events. We have a private dining room in the back there. And we have large groups of 20, 30, 40, 50 people. They almost always want to bring the chef out so they know more about the dishes that they had, where the food came from, the fish, the meat, the process, his own background, because you have to have a certain type of personality in order to produce quality food as well. So it's a combination of everything.
But it's always interesting to meet a chef who is so vocal and capable of, you could put on a suit and tie and come out here and be and fit in with everyone.
You know, it's part of being, you know, the chef.
But I think if you put on a coat and tie, it'd scare the guests away.
No, you wouldn't.
They want to see him wearing that.
Well, they probably want to invite you over to their place. I think that's a big part of it, because when you can cook like this, and particularly, you know, as a man, you know, this is always it's a commodity.
It's crazy though, because it's a double-edged sword, because people always want me to cook for them, but like they're always afraid to cook for me. And I hate that, you know. I like being taken. I like to go to somebody's house and have dinner. People are like, oh no, we can't cook for the chef.
Yeah.
Can't cook for Tony.
Yeah.
I don't know what to make. I'm like, I'm happy with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich as long as I can make it, you know.
Yeah. Well, we have to get a special kind of peanut butter for you, though. You know, maybe not so much sugar or something unique. Or
actually, at the house, I get the stuff from Whole Foods that you grind yourself.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought you'd be sort of back to natural with peanut butter. It's really good to meet you, and I know you've got a lot of other folks that work with you back there.
Yeah, you know, I'm just I'm an orchestrator. You know, my team is, the chef is nothing without a good team. You know, yes, if I'm cooking for 4 people or 10 people, no problem. I'm cooking for hundreds of people at one time.
Or 300, New Year's Eve.
The chef can't do it by himself.
Yeah. I'm really glad to meet you.
You know, the restaurant is an amazing machine. You know, and there's every cog in the wheel, and you know, there's the oil, there's the gas, it's just an operating machine. You know, and that's how it has to be. And it's got to flow. You know.
How long have you been in the business?
I've been cooking since I was 5. I was in the kitchen with my grandmother's at a very early age, but I'd say professionally, 25 years. Yeah.
It's kind of part of your genetics, I guess.
Yeah, you know, and I tell people, I say, you know, they're like, oh, my daughter wants to be a chef. My son wants to go to cooking school. They want to do this. I say, okay. Give them to me for a week, and then, you know, ask them the question again. You know, it's really important that they know what they're getting themselves into. That they have to be passionate about that and know that this is what they're going to do for the rest of their life. I knew at a very early age that this is what I wanted to do, and that's all I wanted to do. I've never had a 9-to-5 job. Never sat behind a desk or wore a tie to go to work. You know, I've always been in my whites. You know.
You save money on cleaning that way, don't you?
Yeah.
Dry cleaning.
That's a good way. That's a good reason right there.
Well, you know, I do have my nice jackets. You know, the Egyptian cotton is a little expensive. It does need to be dry cleaned.
Yeah.
But you know, you have to. And I tell them, you have to understand. Weekends are not weekends. Holidays are not holidays. And if you want to see your friends and family, they have to come to you at the restaurant because you don't have time to go see them.
Well, that's the way it goes. They come and see you, and of course they'll be rewarded with some good food.
Yeah. It's worth it.
Yeah.
You know?
It's always nice to hear someone say that about what they've chosen to do with their life.
I don't mind going to work. That's not work for me. That's what I do. You know what I mean? You know, I have friends that, you know, they got everything they need. They got everything they want. They don't have a care in the world, but they still they bum out when they have that. Damn, I gotta go to work today.
Yeah.
You know, I look forward to it. You know, before I go to bed at night, I think about what I got to do the next day, or what I'm going to make, or what's coming in, how I'm going to prepare it. You know, it's exciting.
And you get paid. There's that. There's that.
It's one of the benefits.
Yeah, it's a nice thing. Okay, we're going to test out, see if you're as good as you have presented yourself.
Anytime. Okay. You know, come during lunch. You'll see the energy here.
Okay.
Yes.
It's pops.
We talked about
during lunch. You know, and anytime.
Okay. We'll be back.
Dinner's a little more formal, a little more, you know, chill and nice, you know, but it's a great venue. There's no doubt about it. It's just a comfortable place to come sit down and have a good time.
Well, right now I feel like I want to dance, and then for some reason there's something in the background that makes me want to do it. You know? Is that what you wanted?
You should come on Friday when we have the Greek night.
All right.
That's going to be a fun thing to
Is that a formal invitation?
Yeah.
I just want to get right here. Yes, everyone. She did invite me to come.
It's every first Friday of the month, and we do have live Greek music. The last few months we've been doing it after the summer. We've been packed, and we do have dancing also. I mean, people have dinner usually in around, I would say 9:30, 10 o'clock dancing starts, and we stay up until very late.
This is a balalaika, is that what that is? What instrument is that?
You know what? I'm not quite sure. So I'm going to have an answer for that.
Yeah.
Yes. Next time you come.
Yeah, we need to learn a little bit more about the music and what order and why it's played the way it is. It seems like there's an atmosphere here that could be lively late at night to the point where people would want to slide tables and maybe dance a little. Or
No,
move
there
around.
is dancing. That's what we do. We do slide the tables, and people do dance.
Good. I just wanted to make sure.
And actually, the layout of the entire restaurant changes. We push the tables so people, it's easy for people to dance.
Good.
Because when we started doing it at the beginning, there wasn't enough space. I would see people being frustrated, making rounds around the table and trying to find corners to dance. So we changed everything. It's a lot of fun.
That's good to know because a lot of folks complain that there aren't enough places to dance, you know, in an amore style. I mean, something that's more than just like a younger kind of venue. I mean, something where you can get together, you can touch each other, you can hold each other. That's what people are looking for. Right?
Oh, we're definitely the place for that.
Okay, good.
And we do, this is the nice thing about Greek night, we have guests, it's a very different variety. There are Greeks, there are other nationalities from the Mediterranean, we have Latin Americans, we have college kids, and then we have older couples that just, you know, come here and they dance a tango and they're very happy.
I like to say they get their Greek on.
They get their Greek on. That's good. That's putting in an American vernacular. Thank you. Thank you for updating that for us. Indeed. I'm so glad to meet you. Indeed. So we'll be back, okay? And I'll probably be back on Friday. Okay. Now, again.
By the way, I've been here before and ate when you guys first opened up. Exactly.
And I asked him what took him so long to come back.
Yeah, thanks a lot. It's very good.
In closing.
I'm watching a Food Network show. I was watching it, listening to him talk about it.
Yeah.
WETA, Breakfast in Washington. Yeah,
You guys are part of that?
yes, we were.
Right.
Yeah. I was part of showing the different fish around. No, we had the two chefs. He's our executive chef, and we have a restaurant corporate chef also. So they did the little video.
But that was for breakfast. You serve breakfast here also?
Brunch. That's another thing people don't know about.
Oh, on Sunday. Okay,
We do, no, both Saturday and Sunday we serve brunch.
Right. Now, that would make sense. But during the week, people don't get breakfast here on a weekday, right?
No. Actually, now that you're asking the question, I did have a request. I did have a lot of requests for people to come here to have breakfast. So I decided to do this on a case-by-case basis, depending on how many and if it's worth it and all of that. So we might do this once in a while. But we're open 7 days a week.
Right.
From 11:30 until 11 at night. And we don't close between shifts at all.
No, that's why I would guess it's too much. It's only so much production you can put on in a day.
A little, yeah.
Even somebody that has as much energy as you. That's
Your style is the epitome of haute couture, as they say. And I was curious as to how, when I met you 2 nights ago at the mayoral inauguration party for Vincent Gray, and that was a great time. And to see you here in this atmosphere today, and you're just as elegant as you were when I first met you, and I was wondering, how do you compose, or how do you determine what you're going to wear? And where does your style come from? Is it your own, or is it a conglomeration of what you've seen from other people, or you read magazines? How did you come up with your fabulous style sense?
I don't consult anyone. I just wear what I mean, okay, there's just one thing that I do strategically. I don't buy one item unless I have it in mind as a piece to fill in something. So I don't buy isolated items. I don't just say, oh, this is a nice purse, I'm going to buy it. No. I'm going to buy this purse if I know it's matching.
You think about an ensemble.
Yeah, exactly. So I always make purchases in that way. Or I'm not going to buy a great colored shirt if I have nothing to match it with. I'll either buy the whole thing or I'm not going to buy it. So this is the only thing that I would say I do strategically. But I think fashion is about style and uniqueness. So yes, I'm not going to wear something that is completely, I don't know, coming from the 18th century. But at the same time, I I don't necessarily look at the fashion magazine and say this is what I'm going to wear because this is what is hot. I just build it around myself and what I think would be suiting me.
Okay, but is there a mood that when you get up some days and you think, oh, green is, I feel green today?
Oh yeah, with the I love colors. I mean, okay, today is not a good day.
No, it's a wonderful today because I mean, there's something that's kind of stark about the black and white combination, but I also like what you've done with the textures there that you've got. This is very elegant. Look at the detailing in that rose. Now, I notice floral themes are big with you, right?
Oh yes, yes, because that sort of has like a springy, happy, nice element to it. And I do love colors. I do love bright colors. Because I think that puts people in a good mood.
Well, we'll have to give you one of our complimentary Obama leis, which is red, white, and blue when you come by. You know what a Hawaiian lei is with the fake flowers and that sort of thing?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to present you with one of those.
Absolutely.
Our gift to your wardrobe, and you'll probably have something that actually would complement it somehow. You have red, white, and blue in your
red, white,
closet somewhere?
I hope not.
Come on, Independence Day comes every year.
I could make it happen.
Sure you could. Sure you could.
I could make it happen, but it's not the usual, you know.
Yeah, it's not something you do every day, but you could. I could see you in the red, white, and blue easily. Okay, so we're going to bid you adieu because we know you've got a lot of things going on, but we want to thank you for spending a few minutes with us. We'll be back. I'll probably be back on Friday. Okay,
yes, that would be the best time.
All right, and then we'll see what's like when you're really shaking and baking, so to speak.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay? All right, so we're tuning out right now. This is Athena here at a lovely restaurant somewhere along the Mediterranean called K Street.
Yeah.
And Stanley Senders, who is the owner of Computer Accessory Store, 1 block from the White House. And glad you guys were color coordinated today.
Oh, yes,
it's very nice the way you guys worked it out.
Right, we
behind it.
Nice job. Okay, next time, red, white, and blue, red, white, and blue.
Red,
How's
white,
that?
and blue,
Okay?
yes.
No, red, white, and blue, blue, white, and red.
Thank you. That's a good way of working. Conversely.
So we're in Washington, right? That's what we have to do.
All right.
You will never see me in red, white, and blue.
So,
Never say never.
how do we say adieu in your native language?
Are you sure?
I'm ready.
Estoy panidín.
Go ahead. Give it to me.
Estoy panidín.
That's it? And that translates?
Estoy panidín, which means like, yeah, next time we see each other, sort of. But it sounds a little formal in Greek.
Okay.
Also,
well,
we
it's
have
appropriate.
to walk out the same way we came in, the same door. Isn't that a Greek custom? You have to always exit.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not aware of it. I don't know.
There's a Greek friend of mine that told me it was a Greek, I don't know if it's a grandmother saying, but he said in the Greek culture, he says you always go out through the door that you came in through.
I never heard. But, you know, never say never. There are plenty of things that we might not be aware of.
Maybe I taught you something about your culture today that you didn't know.
Really think so?
No.
That would be hard, right? That would be hard.
Got it?
All right. See you soon.